What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going over 10 things the Fairly Odd Parents want you to forget about. Number 10, like many TV shows, the Fairly Odd Parents strives to teach kids lessons. One thing I noticed with the show is that the main character, Timmy Turner, learns the same lesson every single episode. The lesson is that you just can't wish your problems away. Every time you do, you just end up creating more problems. And even in a world where you get everything you want, there are still rules, terms, and conditions that can and will hold you back. Cosmo and Wanda are there to help Timmy through his childhood by granting his wishes, but the point is for Timmy to learn that he doesn't really need magic to solve these problems. Learning to deal with their own problems is very important for kids to learn, but the writers are hoping we don't notice that the lesson repeats itself in each and every show. Number 9, it takes huge talent to voice a character in a cartoon, but how about voicing 5 of them? Chompy the Goat, Mr. Proctor, the Mayor, Wandissimo, and Dinkelberg are all voiced by the same actor. Now that's talent. The voice actor gives a distinctive voice to all 5 of these characters on the Fairly Odd Parents. In fact, he was recently nominated for a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Performer in an Animated Program, and we think he deserves it. He does a great job giving these characters the personalities that we have come to love or hate. The producers are hoping that we won't notice that they're all voiced by the same person, no matter how talented he is. Number 8, the name of the show has changed. The Fairly Odd Parents was not the original name that the creator had given the long-running show. Hartman originally named the first edition of the show the Fairly Godparents. He tweaked it a bit before Nickelodeon debuted the show to the name we know and love today. Rumor has it that he changed the name simply because he felt the new name fit the show better. Number 7, Butch Hartman shared that when he created the character Mr. Proctor, he used Eugene Levy's character Walter Cornbluth in the 1984 movie Splash as inspiration. Mr. Proctor was the mentally unstable school teacher of Timmy and one of the main antagonists in the show. He is one of the few adults in the series who believes in fairies despite being shunned by his colleagues. Hartman actually created Proctor for a different cartoon he was working on, but then realized he needed a bad guy for Fairly Odd Parents. He already finished the work on the Mr. Proctor character, so he decided to use that one since it was ready to go. Despite being meant for a different cartoon, Mr. Proctor is perfect for the series. Number 6, you should recognize Wanda from another cartoon. The character Wanda bears a lot of similarities to Wilma Flintstone of the 1960s classic The Flintstones. Wilma Flintstone was the beautiful red-headed wife and mom on the cartoon. Wanda is one of Timmy's godparents, the more sensible and responsible one. Hartman based the character Wanda on this popular Flintstones character, but he ended up sketching in a few changes that made it less obvious that this was what he had done. If you look at Wanda's hair and Wilma Flintstone's hair, you will see they have the same swirl in it. Even their names are pretty similar, but the creators do not want fans to know that that's where they got their inspiration from. Number 5, when Butch Hartman was hard at work creating characters for the show, he ran into a unique issue with the star of the show, Timmy Turner. Timmy always wears a little pink hat that he dearly loves. According to Hartman, Timmy's hat was originally supposed to be blue, which would have made sense for his gender, but his blue colored marker died midway through coloring. This forced the creators to use a pink marker to finish his character design. Rather than suffer through a recolor, Hartman decides to create the idea that Timmy's parents expected a baby girl, which explains all the pink clothing. After using pink for the hat, Hartman decided that he really loved the novel idea of Timmy wearing pink and stuck with it. Number 4, Timmy Turner's name has a unique history. Butch Hartman was originally going to name the character after his brother Mike, but then he had an argument with that brother, so he made the choice to name him after another brother. He decides to honor his little brother, whose name is Timmy Hartman, by naming the character after him. Also, originally, the character was supposed to have the last name Taylor, but thanks to a popular television sitcom, Home Improvement, starring Tim Allen, the Tim Taylor name was already taken. He changed the surname to Turner, and it all turned out for the best for everyone. Number 3, Timmy's parents, known as Mom and Dad or Mr. and Mrs. Turner, were never supposed to be a very big part of the show. In fact, Hartman had originally drawn them without heads. Viewers would only see their bodies in episodes. In the early episodes of the first season, they were completely unseen, but by the end of the first season, they became fully in the show. As the show goes on, the Mom and Dad characters get bigger and more evolved. We learn that real estate agent Mom and pencil factory worker Dad are completely oblivious to the magic in their own home. They are often neglectful, leaving Timmy with a cruel babysitter, Vicky, never realizing how mean she is. Knowing more about Timmy's parents help us understand who Timmy is. Hartman made the right decision by including his parents more in the show. Number 2, there have been quite a few mistakes in the animation of the Fairly Odd Parents. In the episode titled Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, while Jimmy and Cindy talk in the candy bar, Cindy's straw keeps disappearing and reappearing. Also in Chin Up, the cape on the Crimson Chin disappears. In the episode The Secret Origin of Denzel Proctor, while Proctor talks to his mom, the picture frame vanishes. Another mistake was in the episode Remy Rides Again. While the cab driver sits in on the road, the house in the background moves from one place to another. In the episode Shelf Life, Elmer's Boyle keeps switching sides. In the episode Christmas Every Day, Cosmo's wings disappear during the first song. Were these mistakes intentional, unintentional? You have to watch closely to notice these mistakes, but the creators are hoping you won't. And number 1, creator Butch Hartman voiced a good amount of the characters during the Fairly OddParents long run on TV. Most of these characters were only on 1 or 2 episodes. Who knew he was such a good voice actor? A few of the characters Butch Hartman played were Tinkerbell in the episode Tiny Timmy, the President in the episode That Old Black Magic, the Bouncer in the episode Foulballed, the Soap Star in the episode titled The Boy Who Would Be a Queen, the Police Guard in the episode The Big Problem, the Gardener in the episode called Dog's Day Afternoon, and he played Alien Captain in the episode Spaced Out. There are quite a few more characters in the show that Hartman lended his voice to. What a multi-talented guy. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.